International Media TV. Television that listens to you.
Hi, I'm Johnnie Burrell. Welcome to the program.
Hi, this is Charleston Pierce, and I am with the one and only Jay Ellis. What's up, man?
What's good, man?
Hey, man, we're in the Bay Area, man.
We in the Bay.
And I hear that you like Sacramento, Stockton?
Yeah, so my parents went to high school in Sacramento. They went to North Highlands High School in Sacramento, and their family lived there for a long time. My mom's family lives in Stockton, so I'm a little bit more NorCal than I am Southern Cal.
Good to know. I like you a little bit more better. And my girl's from Sacramento.
Okay.
So if she's watching this, Sacktown, baby. Welcome to Macy's.
Yeah, thank you.
We're at Macy's celebrating Black History Month. What does that mean to me?
It's amazing. I love that so many companies, and Macy's, being one of the leaders in the space, is really getting out and celebrating culture. And I think it's amazing that they've taken this time, they've taken resources to put these panels together to bring in artists and entertainers and people from all different walks of life to talk about what Black history means and to celebrate the achievements that people before us have done that allow us to be here today. And so that's why we're here.
That's cool, man. I agree with you. I think that 40, 50 years ago, during the civil rights, I don't think they were in Macy's having interviews.
No.
We're here now. So some change has happened, right?
Yeah.
I was checking out you on an interview, and I saw this one interview person talking to you about giving back.
Right.
And you were called in by, I think, President Obama to do some work.
Yeah, I got to go speak at the White House for the last...
Oh, the White House?
Yeah.
Is it cool, man?
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah, I won't lie. It's pretty special.
All right, that's cool, man. I ain't mad at you, man.
Yeah, I got to go speak at the last My Brother's Keeper Summit.
Awesome,
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
What does that mean to you?
I think we all have mentors, whether they are, someone that we go out and seek, whether it's someone that just kind of falls into your life. And, I think the work that the president is doing and that My Brother's Keeper is doing is to make sure that young men of color have someone to, look up to and someone they can call if they're in trouble or just want to, not even in trouble, just to ask advice and to talk to and to learn from. And I think it's insanely important. And to be able to go do that and I took my dad with me, so that was even more amazing. Yeah, so that was.
Dad is loving you right now, right?
My dad has had a good year. I'm not gonna lie. My dad has had his last few months have been they've been pretty good. Yeah.
You know what? I was checking out when you were talking about the game. You're going to show the game, right? Congratulations on that.
Oh, thank you, man.
Yeah, you want to say anything to your cast members? You love them.
Well, that's done. The game is over. The
game's over.
The game ended.
Bring it back.
In August of 2015, but it was an amazing ride. I joined the show on the 100th episode. The show went for 150 episodes or something like that. Mar Akil, who created it, and Salim are absolute geniuses, and they gave me my first job, and I will love them forever for that. And
congratulations, man.
Thank you. And they paved the way for me to get,
But they didn't do the 300 interviews and auditions that you say, 300 guys showed up trying to get that interview, and you were driving around town in L.A. trying to see every black man there.
Yeah, I don't know how many dudes it actually ended up being. I did 8 auditions to get the job.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah,
Determination.
it was a lot. It was a lot.
Was you feeling it though? I got this, or you weren't sure?
I don't think you're ever really sure, and I think if you are sure, then you're probably not gonna get it.
You're kind of tall. A lot of guys in Hollywood is not as tall as you. Is that a problem?
No, I've been fortunate, man. It worked out for the game. My show, the show I'm on now, Insecure on HBO, it works out. Issa's tall, so it works out. And Yvonne, my other co-star, is pretty tall. But it's never really been a problem, man.
That's good, because I'm kind of tall too, and I'm hoping that one day I might get a chance too. So let's hope for tall guys like me who used to play basketball. There you go. So check this out. If you can be anything other than being an actor, what career or industry you would want to be in?
I'd probably be a teacher. Yeah. I think that for me, it's about giving back, man, and it's about finding a way to make the next generation, give the next generation a better chance than the generation we had, and finding ways to put them ahead of where we started at, and make sure they don't make the same mistakes.
So, if you had anything that you want to say to the kids out there, for pursuing their goals and dreams, what do you want to say?
Be yourself and don't give up. Know your craft, know the thing that you want to do inside and out, because the people who do it do, usually, hopefully. Make yourself a master at whatever it is that you want to do, and then just don't give up. Put yourself in a position to go and do it. And know that you have to believe in yourself, and you got to fight, and you got to make it happen.
Great. Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Ellis, making it happen, keeping it real, passionate, great guy, baller, and aspiring great leader in this world. Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Charleston Piers, we out. Peace. Hi, this is Charleston Piers, and I'm with my good friend, Nicole. What's up, girl?
Hey, how you doing?
Woo!
I know.
Oh,
I'm
my
excited to be here.
You are looking fine.
Thank you.
It's wine.
Thank you. Thank you very
Beautiful outfit. I like
Thank
your
you.
fashion attire.
much. Means a lot coming from you.
Well, I try. I'm not here about me, I'm about you.
Well, okay.
So, you're from the Bay Area.
I'm
You're
from
doing your
Oakland,
thing.
California. Yes.
Let's talk about Black History Month.
Well, let's talk about it. It should be here. I'm
Right.
glad it's here.
And we're at Macy's.
We're at Macy's.
And when we think about Black History Month, what comes to your mind?
I think about Black legacy. I think about Black future. I think history is a wonderful term, and we should always acknowledge what happened in the past, and the shoulders that we stand upon. But I also think about the present and moving forward as those legacy people, those legacy holders intended for us to do, right? So Black history is Black present, is Black future.
You heard it. I like that.
Thank you.
When you think about, you mentioned shoulders.
Yes.
Who do you stand on?
Oh, I stand on every shoulder, every Black woman, man who came before me, who set a path for me, whether it be the people that we know, the icons, whether it be the people that we have yet to hear about, but those silent heroes who set paths and trailblazed for us, whether it be my family members, my grandmothers and grandfathers who stood in the gap for
Dr.
me.
Kings, the Malcolm X.
Yeah. Yeah, Carolyn Washington's,
Okay,
the Leroy
talk to
Peters,
me.
my family,
Marvin Gaye.
Gaye's. Yes.
Y'all had a message, right?
All day.
So that change that they were talking about, are we living it?
I think we're trying. I think we're doing our best to live this change that is so elusive and it's hard to grasp, but I think we're running towards it, and that's all we can do is run towards that change.
I have to agree with you because back then I don't think they were at Macy's doing interviews.
Oh, amen. Amen. We're at Macy's like this.
Right. We're at Macy's.
If at all.
And Macy's is showing their support to Black History Month,
Yeah.
which I think is very
I
important.
do too.
How did you start? First of all, before I go there, tell me about what you're doing now and what
Okay.
people know you by. Because I know you personally. I had the chance to work with you.
Yeah.
This is a blessing.
A while ago.
I love her. But your work, your body of work.
Yeah. Well, people know me as the queen of everything because I do it all. I'm artist, actress, athlete, activist, and the activist part is the largest part of it all. It's the bedrock of all that I do. So if it doesn't mean something, I don't do it. Right now I just wrapped up a production in Marin, doing Native Son with the Marin Theater Company.
A little acting?
A little acting.
Okay.
A lot of acting.
A lot of
It was a
acting.
lot. Yeah, trust me. I'll be going into more auditions and hopefully rehearsals and productions here moving in the future. I just wrapped up a production also in New York with the Public Theater, produced
Wow.
Hamilton. Yeah.
Big Apple, huh?
Yeah, it was
love
nice.
New York?
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I got the benefit to be there when the weather was gorgeous.
What are one of your favorite places to go to in New York?
Oh my goodness, that's hard. I'm a Chelsea fan.
Are you?
Yeah,
Excellent,
I like
excellent.
I like the Chelsea area.
I like Harlem.
Yeah, well, of course you like. Of course,
because
of course you like
when I grew up, the first thing I saw before I went to New York was Apollo.
Oh well, yeah. there you
So
have
it's
it.
like I feel a connection there.
I
and
feel
then
you.
A lot of brown people are there.
I feel you. Yeah. Well, I'm a runner, and I
Okay.
like the Chelsea Piers.
Ooh.
So I like going from one end of the city to the other.
So you like to run, huh?
I do.
Is that
I
like
do.
therapeutic for you?
It is. Well,
Okay.
it's the athlete part of me. Yeah,
Okay, so
I
you have
ran-
background in sports?
I do. I ran track in college.
I didn't know that.
Ran track post collegiate.
That's why she has
the
those nice
California,
legs.
California state champion
You
in the
better give it
300
up for your
hurdles.
school, girl.
Amen. Skyline High School.
Skyline.
All
Little
day.
Oaktown, huh?
Yeah, all
okay.
day. All
San
day.
Francisco, Oakland, Bay
It's
Area.
okay. We love each other. Yes.
We do love each other. So we talked about Black history. We talked about some of the things that you do, which is a lot of things you do, which I'm impressed. I've known you for about 8 years, but I didn't know all that,
Yeah,
and I'm really inspired by you.
Thank you.
So when you're going through your tough times, we all do. What do you do? What do you do? A lot of people do different things to cope with life and hard times, crazy times. We're even going through some tough times right now, right?
Who you telling?
We won't go there, but
yeah.
anyway.
I pray. I think that's what has gotten all of us to where we are now. That's why we're here celebrating Black history. We, as people, never have moved without acknowledging a higher power. And I'd be remiss not to take every opportunity to just give thanks for being here, give thanks for the opportunity just to do these kinds of things, to be in these spaces that we all admire, doing the stuff that I love to do and that God's blessed me to do. So I pray for guidance, for discernment, and just in gratitude.
Well, I really appreciate that. If I didn't know you, I would want to know you.
Yeah.
So that's really touching. It's really powerful. Young women that are out there.
Yes.
They're being inspired by social media.
Yes, they are. Yes, we are.
One of the biggest artists out there is Beyonce.
Yes, she is. Careful. Tread lightly.
How do you feel about Beyonce being a role model to our young Black Afro-American teens? Because even though she might not take the title as role model, people see her as the brand. Now, there's a difference. There's making your money.
A woman, yeah.
There's a woman behind the brand.
Right.
What do you think about Beyonce?
I think Beyonce is brilliant. I really do. I think she is doing the best that she can to be a celebrity, which we know is daunting. We've seen so many celebrities crash and burn. To be a celebrity and walk as authentically as possible. And the reason why I know I can say with authority that it's authentic is that so many of us connect to it. And we don't just connect for the glitz and the glamour. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. But there's something deeper in her performance. And as an artist myself, I can only admire that. Of course, we all have to we have to walk our walk differently. And I think the way that she is trailblazing the path to be authentic, to walk in her truth, is something that I can mimic and follow. But it'll all come out differently as Ryan Nicole than it would as Beyonce. And then I think, Beyonce is this major icon. What the industry has to do is create space for more of us, because for every Beyonce, there's a Ryan Nicole. For every Ryan Nicole, there's another young lady out there who's doing her thing just as phenomenally with less budget.
I like that very much. I like that. That's great. Awesome.
Thank you.
One other thing I want to ask you, and I really thank you for your patience and being so honest and straight up. Our youth is being really challenged right now, and I brought that up because I really think it's important as artists for us to really understand that they're watching us. So how can we, if you have the opportunity to lead this nation, where it's really important for, when you go back to your prayer, for us to pray for our leaders, whoever they may be, how does a young teenage girl who has a passion to sing, rap, dance, how did she get into the business? Because there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of people saying that you got to take off your clothes.
Yeah.
You got to sleep with the producers and directors.
True.
How do you handle that?
I'm handling it the way that I handle it. I was a young girl who wanted to do this thing, and I'm not so young anymore. I'm a little bit older, and I realized that I didn't want to compromise who I was in order to attain the goals that I had. That sometimes the slow and the steady, is the way to go. Sometimes you have to chip at the block for years and years and years. And so to a young woman who is approaching this thing, we know there are two different paths. One is fast and it might be rife with challenges. And the other is a little bit slower and a little bit more methodical.
Does it help to have a coach?
It helps to have all kinds of coaches. I have a personal board of directors, is what I call it.
They keep you in line.
They keep me in line. They grab me.
You hear that?
Yeah.
Get some support. Get some help. It's been a pleasure chatting with you.
Yeah.
How can we find you?
You can find me on social media at Miss Ryan Nicole, MsRyanNicole, and you Google me and I'll show up.
Last thing you want to say to your fans and the Bay Area?
just stay pressing forward, stay black.
All right, Charleston Pierce and the one and only. Happy Black Month History, and all things are possible with prayer, and faith.
Amen.
Peace out.
All right.
Hi, this is Charleston Pierce, and I am with Grammy-nominated BJ Chicago, the Kid. What's up, man?
I'm good. What's happening with it?
Man, with you, man. Congratulations. How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm awesome.
So tell me about this, your nominee, man. I mean, I mean, was this what you expect? Was what you work for, right?
Definitely one of the things we work for, but it's a wonderful thing to be honored by, the Grammy Association. It's a beautiful thing. Definitely be nominated for sure.
And you've been pretty hot lately, man. You just got finished performing for Mr. President Obama.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a pretty awesome time. Honest to be a part of that as well. It all kind of came at the same time. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So tell the world about the BJ that they don't know, the person that was inspired by who? We're celebrating Black History Month, right? Mm-hmm. So somebody got you inspired other than your family. Who was that?
I mean, a list of people. I mean, I grew up in church and understanding the corner in a sense. So everybody from Marvin Gaye to Commission to the Winans to Jay-Z to DMX to Scarface to, I mean, it's well-rounded. I think growing up in the generation that I grew up in, I feel like it's important to understand what's around you, whether it motivates you as it doesn't. I think it's just one thing to understand what you're around and what's actually happening. To understand what's happening is to be pretty much aware. You got to stay woke.
I love that, man. So for the artists that are aspiring out there to try to be singers and dancers, I know it's tough. I know it's challenging. What keeps you going when you hit your walls?
The passion of it trumps all. Nothing beats the passion, I think.
That's beautiful. Very well said. So basically passion, when whatever you feel like giving up or whatever's going on, you got to remember that passion. So in an ideal world, we know you by your music, by your videos, by your work, but if there was another career that you can aspire to be in other than this, what would it be?
I think I'll simply just be creating. Where and what field, I don't know. It's a lot of the fields that I love to explore in and actually like to create in, but I think I would be creating something. I don't think I would definitely be an employee. I think I would definitely be creating something. I don't know what, but something.
Okay, cool. I like that. You're from Chicago, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
What is that, when you think about Chicago, what does that mean to you?
Everything. It's in my name. You tell me what it means. Come on, son.
So you take a lot of pride in it, right?
Of course.
Okay. So I guess you are, I know he's retired, but a Michael Jordan fan?
Yeah, of course. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So are you into sports? You like basketball?
Being in the hood where I'm from, you can't really like be from the hood without having to learn how to catch. I mean, it's a part of growing up in the hood.
Beautiful. So I talked to you for a second. You told me you've been to the Bay Area before. What do you think about the Bay?
I love the Bay. I live in California, so understanding whatever part of California you're in, if you're in California, you understand the different roles the different parts of California play. And the Bay definitely have its own mode. It has its own sound, even when it comes to music. It has its own heartbeat, and I definitely learned to understand it and absorb the culture, and it's definitely a part of me.
Beautiful. Very well said. Back to Black history. Major players in the Black history game, people that have changed society, inspired society. Give me a couple people who you appreciate, honor, and respect, and really made a difference in your life.
I mean, me and music is some of the same people I named before. Just musically, my life is music, you know what I'm saying? So the same names I named before be the same names I would place there.
I like that. So all the musicians, like say in the 60s and 70s, they were affected by the civil rights. Your music, your style, what is the main message other than entertainment? Because that's important. We need that. What do you want to tell the youth? Because the youth are everything, right? They're our future. What do you want them to know or hope for while they're out there living in this crazy world we're living in right now?
Just be yourself. Try to learn every day and live to that learning, you know what I'm saying? Live to that knowledge. Find the magic, study the magic, become the magic to somebody else.
I like that. When you first started, did you think that your career would take you this far? Because I know, like, a lot of times people, they start something because somebody inspired them, but like this journey, I mean, did you imagine it, or this is something that you just kept working and you start finding things about yourself that made you even better than what you thought you were going to be?
No, I had dreams of doing this as a kid, as a child. Me having those dreams, I understood everybody wouldn't see it and believe it the first time around, but it happens, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm definitely blessed and honored to have God show me what he showed me as a child.
I love that. And you said God. That's beautiful, man. I tried this, and I know it's very challenging. Do you have what is your discipline? Like, do you work out? Do you have a coach? Because a lot of artists out there, they're trying to figure out like how to do this, and it's hard when you're by yourself. Do you have a coach? You have somebody that you can go to that gives you feedback, keeps it real with you?
There's just big homies I have, big brothers I have, big sisters I have, my team. That's in general. That's just what it is. I mean, it's not necessarily a magical pixie dust and the unicorn pops out the freaking sky. It's not what happens, man. This is reality. We all humans. We make mistakes as well. That's just kind of the reality of it. I think anybody that has reached any type of success in someone else's eyes, not their eyes, that definitely went through hell and back. So same story for everyone.
Is that where some of the passion comes from in your music?
Nah, the passion comes from what I want and how bad I know what I see and nobody else sees. That's the passion comes from. The passion comes from the understanding me and God has, and the rest is history from there. Yeah.
That's beautiful, man. Well, it's been an honor and a pleasure to chat with you. Can you leave us with something positive to tell the people in the world that you want to tell them so they can get more inspired to keep following you and doing your work?
The same question before. Focus on the magic, bro. That's the same thing you asked me before. Focus on the magic, man.
Okay, we like that. Focus on the magic. Thank you, Mr. BJ, Chicago Kid, for being here in San Francisco. We honor you. We appreciate you. We hope the best for you. And anything else?
No.
All right, we love it. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Focus on the magic.
Indeed.